feels a collection of brown seeds saved in words, sentences of another planting. Her angry flames consumes this harvest of news meant for my father's eyes only. Years later, she would tell us of this night she burned stories of our unknown brothers and sisters after my father had passed away. As a child, I remember sauntering out into cold winter nights, thin aluminum coal bucket in hand, wishing I could fill it with stars instead of the obsidian nightmare of rocks. I stand at my kitchen counter this evening, mincing memories of onion eyes, yearning to feed young artichoke hearts of lost siblings left to burn under the Texas sun. Slicing thin cabbage hearts open, cutting chunks of untold tomato stories, kneading a dough of questions I will never get to ask my father. In both places, I hear my father's hands, his muffled, dirt-filled fingernails digging through the Texas fields, and irascible coal-stained hands, grasping at the Arizona desert, picking choice potatoes like coal to warm the bellies of other people's homes. I wonder, did he also tell my half-siblings that his work in the fields was as unforgiving as his work in the mines, the same way his bad back, callous fingers, and dusty lungs told us each day he returned from the mines? There are brother roots in the fields, sister veins in the mines, unforgotten streams outrunning borders and flames, and this silver pen and crisp white pages lined with rows of hope, unburdened, brown back, softened hands, and clears grief from lungs. Both tell a legacy of hungry hearts. I think of my mother sitting in my childhood home and see how anger destroys the faces we yearn for, yet grateful for the kitchen table she kept full with stories. How much more time do I have?
Whatever you want.
Couple more pieces. Couple more, okay. Okay. So this is for my new love, who lives in Toronto, so we write each other a lot. This is called Your Side of the Moon. Tonight, I know you are caring for your side of the moon hidden from my view. The flash of your light embraces my longing, and your twilight stains my fingers the color of indigo. This moon, split between our pulse, breathes the tides in and out. We call a language of feathers to our sea. Cormorants march their parade of hunger to the quick beat of their wings, stitching the sky. A feathery carousel of pelicans snakes along the waves before one punches the surface. The quick plumb line of beak and belly defeats the slick movement of fish below. The quick stitch of our pulse matches the breath of hunger as wide as the miles between us. Your fingers jockey flesh, winding around the fullness of want, wet, yearning, as my mouth breaks the surface of you over and over and over. For now, the hunt is over. The sea goes back to its business of smoothing out the shoreline, anticipating the next visit. So this one's called Supermoon. We had a few supermoons this year, and I wrote pieces to all of them. So, but this one's for another lover, and I thought I had one. It's been quite the year. It's a good year. All very, very beautiful women. This is also called Supermoon. I draw a circle around this moon, in the same place I do on my lover, where her jaw meets neck. I call it both tin and tender, because this world taught us no home. Soft pulsing of their bellies, open and closed like red poppies, in time with each sunrise, sunset. Their blush the color of wolf eyes as we study each other, and they return my name, salt, water. And we all remember the name of tin and tender, malleable. Okay, so this is the last one. My nickname for my sweetheart is Firefly. So this is entitled Firefly. You are the one with shy mouth of abalone, pastillas de leche tongue, who interrupts each night, with your white fan rising from the east, streaked with the hues of a new day. As your hands and wrists drive the arc of the fan, quick flicks release hummingbirds who search all day for a cup of nectar that sounds like my name. Your arms bend and draw lines of dignity, defiant angles emerge, grace of hope. Raven eyes observe from behind the floating skirts, caught in the pulse of memory, chanting a silent vision. I know you have broken mountains in two with your persistence. I know you have stilled a forest with the soft drumming of your wet voice. I know you have returned sustenance to fall on the backs of salmon, pulled by the scent of home deep within your center. And as I watch your legs become rivers, tributaries that weave their way to the shores of my shoulders, twilight becomes us, and we fold our bodies into each other. We rest the dance of the sun, and like all those before us, we place stars in the sky for others to follow. Thank you.